Jains, they used to have these small homage tablets.
Yes.
They were the size of a mobile or smaller than the mobile. So they were these these homage stones, they were donated by these women in honor of, it would have some sacred symbol like a swastik, whatever. And most of them have been found from Mathura. 99.9% of the Ayag Pattas have been donated by women. And their profession is listed because they say, I'm the one who did, because it's a matter of pride for them
Yes, of course.
that I'm donating this, I'm from this village. Another one person says, I'm donating it with my daughter-in-law. So someone is the wife of a village headman. I mean, all kinds of professions, but none of them is a queen. And they're all small, small homage stones in Mathura. 99.9% of them are by women. So, what does it tell you about the status of society? Was it a society of oppression, female oppression? Then the earliest Saraswati, the earliest image of Saraswati that we have found also comes from Mathura. It is now headless and the arms are broken, but luckily the inscription on the pedestal has survived. And that inscription says that I am a metal worker, lohar, and I am donating this image of Saraswati. So you have female participation, you have this metal worker donating an image of Saraswati. And this cannot be disputed because the inscription is there. You have 630 inscriptions from Sanchi. And just one more example, because you'll think I'm going on defending,
No.
but I'm just presenting facts. I'm not asking anyone to endorse what I'm saying, because that is not the job of a historian.
Yes, of course.
The job of a historian is to uh, arouse interest, create awareness, and a desire to learn and to seek. All these things you can, look on the net. Now, in the Western Ghats, there are many, many cave temples. And the cave temples, they have, caves of Buddhists, Jains, and Hindus. I mean, these are loose terms. I'm talking about today's terminology.
Yes.
That time, this terminology was not used. But all the caves exist alongside. So to say that the Hindus were killing Buddhists and the Buddhists were killing Jains, but please show us the evidence. So all these caves, again, they are donated, means they have to be dug out. No? So the caves are donated by ordinary people. And there are caves where a worshipper of Ganesh is donating a Jain cave. So, it is all the parts of India, whether you go to Ajanta Ellora, whether you go to Mahabalipuram, whether you go to Udaygiri, whether you go to Khajuraho, Jain, Buddhist, and Hindu temples existed alongside. There is no place where you will say only one community. Khajuraho, the Khajuraho kings were either followers of Vishnu or Shiva. So all their temples are there. Then the other side, their minister were mostly Jains. So in that same complex, their ministers also have their temples. And from outside, you cannot make out whether it's a Jain temple or a Buddhist temple, or a Hindu temple, because the architecture is the same.
Same. Yeah.
So how are the kings allowing Jain structures to come in the middle of Hindu structures? The point is that so much poison has been spread by this willful distortion that it is going to take God knows how long
To kind
to
of.
get this out of our system.